Hello healers, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we have the very late and finally here Oracle deck collection, okay? I have done my tarot deck collection in March and I thought that I was going to record the Oracle straight away, like the next week or the next few days. And this is a couple of months later, but I still think that it's always because I had an excuse. I was always waiting for another deck to arrive, and that's why it took me so long for the tarot as well. And even after that, I have new decks from my tarot collection, but I always created the walkthrough, so it is on my playlist if you wanted to see the walkthroughs. And even if there's a couple of tarot decks not included on the collection, they are on the review of that specific deck. So most of these ones here, I have proper video dedicated to the tarot, to the deck itself, the oracle itself in this case here. But I don't think all of them, all single ones. So I will find out now which one I have maybe forgotten about it, and I can still separate and created one just showing that specifically deck. But most of them, I really think that I have created a walkthrough. My video with the tarot collection was about 26 decks and it took me 1 hour. I just counted here, which I have never counted before. It is about 60 oracle decks here. 60 oracle decks. So I don't know if I have to separate this in 2 parts, and if that's the case, you will see there on the description already. You'll know that's another part. I was hoping that I could go through in one video, but we will see. Otherwise, I'll try to start here straight away. And I'm not gonna show every single card. Like I said, there's a playlist which I'll leave below with all the details of the, the ones that I have, the proper flip throughs and even readings that I do with that one deck when I show them, all the cards. So I'm just going to show quickly here and I'll see how far I go. I may have to separate it, right? So we'll see, part 1, part 2, but I will keep recording today. So if you see the part 1, the part 2 is going to be just like one after the other, because I will record everything today no matter what. I'll try to link all of these decks below, guys, and the titles for sure, especially with those ones that I'm starting with, because I'm starting with the ones that are all in Etsy. Talk about each of them here. They are really, really lovely people. I recommended all of these decks because I really love them and I use them all the time. You most likely recognize some of those. And I am starting with Etsy because I finally have an Etsy shop now, which I sell the things that you see here. There's candles, there's bottles. I decorated these candles with flowers and crystals, that you can keep the crystal after, of course. And these bottles have crystals, and this sachet bags as well. All of those things I sell there now. So my link for my Etsy is below. And I hand make them all myself, and they come charged. I charge them for anything that you need, anything that you're trying to manifest in your life. So make sure to check the Etsy there. And for all of those decks here that I start with, and I'm gonna leave below as well, those ones are in Etsy, and these people are lovely. So if you want to support them, all the links below. And then I'll carry on with the other decks, which are all mass market, and they're all in Amazon, most of them, where I got Amazon Book Depository. And I'll leave a link below because I have an Amazon shop that you can go and check there. I most likely have added all of them. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. And if you're coming back, thanks very much for supporting my channel. And so starting already here, guys, finally, straight away, I wanted to start with this lovely little messages pocket here. Okay, this one is from Pamela. Okay, she is on Etsy. You most likely have seen this because I use them in my channel in pick a card videos. I many times choose them to have just these sides here turn for you to choose the like group 1, 2, and 3, and you do have the messages on the other side. They are really pocket size. You can see here they have this lovely size here, and I have traveled with them. I have actually pictures in my Instagram page holding one of them, and they are really lovely. When I was traveling and I had them with me, and they have beautiful messages, colorful, beautiful places. Okay, and they have those messages on the back, straightforward messages, so beautiful. I have tempted to edge them in blue here. Okay, not always I don't always do a great job with edging, but yes, those are lovely and very easy to travel with. Okay, messages and colorful, they are beautiful. Really, I'm so happy with them, and I normally carry them with me because it's really easy. It comes in a small box here as well that you can carry with you. You see here. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, that is from Pamela. Little messages, pocket size, really, really lovely. And you can see all of them are different on the back. So, and the second one is one that you most likely maybe you have seen in my a walkthrough. This is the Carpe Diem Fixed Star Oracle card. Okay, those beautiful bright colors. I have a walkthrough. These cards are also sold in Amazon. Okay, she has an Amazon link and also in Etsy. And those here is from Elsa, and Elsa is from Estonia. Okay, those cards came from Estonia. They have fixed star oracles. Okay, they have the fixed position of the stars. Okay, you can see here like the meaning, the oracle meaning. There's numbers there, zodiac signs. There are loads of signs here, and also the explanation of the fixed star. Okay, so it's really deep and interesting, very good quality. You can see here the name of the star, the symbol, the number, the zodiac sign, you know, association. They're really lovely. And I have a walkthrough. Okay, with them here I have a video. Like I said, everything will be linked below. These here are another lovely size. You can see here like heart-shaped size. These are the cards that came straight from Israel for me, from Kabbalah Insight. Those are the alphabet from lovers. Okay, they are lovers cards, and that's why like it's heart-shaped. But you can see here they have like very interesting, very different, definitely very different from any other deck that I have. Like the kind of, you know, pictures that they have here. But also the other side here, you have the message is in Hebrew, it is in English, you have numbers, you have that's why it's alphabet, because you have the alphabet here, the letters of the alphabet as well. Okay, and very, very good messages. I have used this a lot on my lives as well, because they have, you know, lovers messages, and very good for many questions that they normally ask on my lives about relationships. Okay, and really, really straightforward, very, very good message. Loads of cards here. And you can see here the design is quite unique, and numbers associations, letters associations. It's really, really good and different. Okay, so I have here heart-shaped. And if you have been to my lives, you know for a fact I always use this deck here. Is the Selena Tarot Oracle. Okay, Selena Tarot is the name, but it's an oracle deck. She has a tarot deck as well. Okay, but this is the oracle one, and they have this beautiful colorful here, Selena. Again, all of them, this here starting with the oracle ones from Etsy, but Selena is in Greece. Okay, and this is oracle deck really connected with the relationship, twin flames. So you have, see, you have karmic, you have so many good ones, good messages here. I think in every single live that I had so far, I use these decks. If you have been to my lives, you know them, because they really give straightforward messages, relationship messages, even when it's not relationship messages, see, twin flame. So I use them a lot, and they have been really, really good. The messages have been really good. You see, reunion messages, divine masculine, divine feminine, the separation, marriage. So it's really relationship, twin flame based, and it has been really, really good. This here, and she has the tarot as well, which I'm hoping to get at some point, the tarot, because it goes really well together, similar and lovely keywords. So that is from Selena Tarot, and she's from Greece. Okay, lovely deck. And I wanted to go to this one here, which is the lovely emotion energy cards. Okay, this is a deck that is from UK. Dawn is from UK. She's so lovely. Don't know why I have something here. Okay, lovely size. Okay, they slide between each other so well, and have this lovely back here. Okay, this is so nice, and they have beautiful messages. Okay, I will actually leave them out here because I want to use on my live. And they have, you see, balance, truth, unity. This is really like emotion energy, and it really helps to understand that emotion, what the energy, what you can do to maybe change the energy, to bring something good for you. The extra card here, because you can, there's extra information, the guidebook as well, you can download. You see patience, loyalty. The colors are beautiful. This is so soft and so gentle. You can really meditate with them, okay? You can use for yourself, for others. These are really, really lovely. This is a lovely deck. And the Dawn is from UK. And all of those, like I said, on Etsy. So lovely ones. It's a great size. It's very easy. I also have this here, which is the lovely, you can see here from Namaste Wellness. This is the healing guidance cards. And the Namaste Wellness is Sarah, and she is in Ireland, you know, someone from here, from Ireland, where I am. So this is the lovely ones. They are a little bit bigger, like normally oracle size. This one is like the other standard oracle size. Is very good. And she has a very lovely, beautiful message in those ones. Another one that I'm going to leave here out for my life, because really good messages. There is a yes or no card here as well, which is always good. And there's chakras, past life, prayers, third eye. You see, there's a no. You see no here. And the colors are amazing. The message here is just beautiful. Of course, you can use just the keyword here, meditate. But the messages are always very good. On point, healing. Colors are lovely. Yeah, she is in Ireland. So one from Ireland here where I am. Chakras. Really, really lovely. The extra card here with the information. They're really nice. I'm really happy with them. Lovely, lovely. And the colors, they're so nice. I'll leave this here. I have this here, which is the lovely, you can, I'm not sure if you can read here, the Musenkuss, which is the Muse Kiss. Okay, that's what it means, because this one is from the lovely Christine in Austria. So they have this in German and English, okay? They have this. This is just a lovely feel, okay? This is like a lovely size. That's a big. These cards have just an amazing, amazing cardstock, okay? This is like so soft and good. And the colors, they are amazing, okay? This deck here is one that I actually keep on my, not altar, but is the place here that I keep just a couple of crystals and few things that I keep here on another side. So this is a deck that I keep. Normally I have a different card turn, because this here, they have, she has, you know, you can see the cards can be both sides, but the colors of this deck is just some turn here because I was using them, but the colors are just lovely. And it's a fun design, okay? You can see here the way of these beautiful colors and the pictures, the art. It's just so fun. And the messages are really lovely. The messages are really, really like uplifting. And some of them like calling you for action. Really nice. They're amazing colors. You can see here. Hopefully you can see there. They have quite a lovely size. You can see here. They're like quite big. You can really appreciate this art because it's so nice. Okay, and I really, really recommend this one. And Christine is so lovely. She has a beautiful Instagram page as well with always messages. The funny thing is, when I recorded the walkthrough of this one, I think the card that came out that I read, because I always choose a card at the end when I do walkthroughs to read and give a message of the day with that deck. The one that I chose was the one that she chose on the day that I sent it to her to put on her Instagram page. It just happened that it was like, you know, that synchronicity. Really, really lovely. And the cardstock, I can't say enough about this because it's just so good. It's so easy, lovely to touch here. It's like skin is so soft. Yeah, recommended so much. The Music Kiss, and it is coming from Austria. And the last one that is Oracle sent to me, because I had the Tarot sent to me too, but those are the Oracle ones. And this is the lovely, this one comes in this, sorry, in the box here. This is the Amel deck, comes in this box. And this one, it's all about astrology, okay? It's lovely pink here on the other side. And it is so easy to shuffle. This has like a good, easy size here. And all about astrology, but it's just so much. It's not just the the main 12 cards or houses. It really goes deep. Okay, you can see that there's like masculine polarity, feminine, there's yin, yang, there's all the elements, all the houses, all the signs, of course they are there. But you have here, you see the all the degrees as well. Okay, all the changes. And then you have, see, the yin, you have Earth, all of the planets, and the extra planets are there as well. You can see here Chiron. Okay, all the houses. It's changed, it's turning, because I was using on my live as well, because this is very good to find out more about, you know, someone. You see all the symbols, and there's just the symbol, the name, explanation, there's extra keywords. There's 72 cards in this deck, and it's just so much, and it's so easy to shuffle because it's very matte here. And it's, like I said, like 72 cards. You can really study, see the detriment. And there are many other extra cards that are ways for you to have ideas, of spread ideas. Okay, there's just so much you can do with this deck. It's just really, really good. And this pink is just lovely. I love this pink. Yeah, that's what I see here. That's what I have here for you guys. You see this beautiful, see, with the moon. And those are all from my collection that came from Etsy, and I really am grateful for them. And I'm probably gonna pause here and organize for you to see the other ones one by one. So I remove this from here, back here, and I just clean the other side so I don't overwhelm myself before putting all together. And I wanted to start with those two decks here as well, regarding now decks that are mass markers and easy to find. Those are the decks that I have like the longest. I have them for 10 years now, and I have been reading oracles for way longer than tarot. Tarot took me a few years, but oracles, I have them for years. And this here is the Healing with Angels oracle cards, and you know, it was during virtual, loads of cards, you know, back in the day. Angel cards, I started with angel, working with angels, and this one is the angel therapy, again from during virtual. And those decks are really with me for long. Even people who don't even know that I read tarot, they know that I have read them with those decks. And I even decided to use them in my lives lately, and they have been really good. Okay, like always, they have been really good to me. So really, I think I will always keep them, because you know, they have this value for me, for being with me for so long, and they have really been good. You know, on the lives, they have been really good as well now, doing lives. And these are the ones that this here is one of the really older ones, because normally the Ring Virtue started having more messages like this ones here. So it started with just one word like this on her decks, and then she changed it to having like this here, which is like, you know, a keyword and more information here, which is good. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's just she changed the style to this way here. It's all messed up because I'm using them on my lives. Normally I keep it, I don't read reversals or anything. So yeah, they are really good. Like, they have been good to me no matter what path she has now in her life. The decks really continue to work out very well. You know, I know she's not working with the oracles anymore. And yeah, I don't know, those are the ones that I have for really long. You see, they're very well used. I never thought about edging back in the day. Probably now I should, now they're getting a bit older. But this one didn't have edge. That's why I say this is one of the really older ones. And this here is golden, because normally she had gold edges in her decks after. So beautiful messages here still, but mainly angel, you know, angel cards. And those are the old ones I have. And continuing kind of with the angel theme, this is the one that I use it all the time now in my lives, in my readings. Pick a cards, you know, yes or no, because the angel answers from Radley Valentine. Now it's Radley Valentine alone without the ring virtue. And those are the ones, you know, if you've been in my channel for 5 minutes, you know that I use this all the time in my lives. in my pick a card, and it's because it has yes or no when. It has a time frame here, and that's always very good. But I use it because I always read with tarot and oracle. I rarely use only oracle or only tarot. I normally use both, and I use oracles to clarify, to add on. So I love mixing them up, and that's what I always do that. That's how it works for me. And sometimes I read the separate, of course, message of the day, but I normally use them together. And this here is a great one to give clarification, give a time frame, and or tell you to wait, you know. And I have edged here. Most likely this was mainly my daughter who edged, because they have different backs. Some are pink, blue, and yellow, and I have edged them pink, blue, and yellow. It's all mixed here now, but yeah, they're lovely. I really can't part with this deck for sure. And continue with this kind of Hay House themes. I then, you know, started getting some cards from James Van Praagh, which has lovely books and cards as well. So he has these lovely cards and colorful, and they're really good. This is the Power of Love activation cards, beautiful colorful backs, and they all have this messages, like a keyword and more explanation. The messages are lovely. I have walkthroughs for these decks, so I won't stay too long on them, because you can always go on the playlist and find them. You know, normally I do on my walkthroughs a full flip through, and I do a reading at the end, like just a message of the day. I pick a card of the day, a message for us, and I read from the guidebook. So if you wanted to know more about the guidebook, that's what I do. I read from the guidebook at the end, so you have an idea of how the guidebook is as well. And I use this here a lot as well on my lives as well. I use it. And then this was the first one I got from James Van Praagh, and then I went back and I got a few other ones from him. I got the message of guides, which is, again, he has the same kind of style. No, the size is the same, shiny Hay House, you know, but it's a good quality, you know. And these again have great straightforward messages, beautiful, colorful. And this one is the messages of guides. That's what I'm saying, continuing kind of guides. It talks a lot about the guides. I use these few of those I used on my message of the day, which I read from the guidebook. Again, I have a walkthrough and I read from the guidebook at the end if you want to watch that. These are really lovely ones. They all come with the 44 cards, you know. That's normally the number with the Hay House, with the ones from Doreen Virtue, Rodney Valentine, James Van Praagh, all of them 44 cards. That's because they work with angels, and the 44 number means, you know, the angel connection for them. And I think I have another one, yes, from again James Van Praagh, The Soul's Journey. And again, you know, 44 cards, they work with angels. The 44 number is meaningful. And another one, this one is actually with an edge here, which is lovely. I like that. And the shiny, same size, all of them. You can actually put all in one big pile if you wanted to work with them together. And I like this one very much with the keyword and the extra explanation here. I have used them on my lives. They have been really good, colorful. It has some really colorful cards, and messages are really great. And this is the Soul's Journey lesson cards, and really is very good. They're good lessons here, like they're good directions for you to really call yourself, you know, because it has like indecision. It has words like surrender. It has words like you know, patience, envy, health, honesty, judgment. And it's like the words, the keywords are really good. Fear, worry. I love this card. Worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change the outcome. It's just really good. So yeah, just James Van Praagh, just lovely, you know. Again, this is the one that I got some from James Van Praagh. And I feel like continuing with the theme of, well, Hay House at least. This is the Esther and Jerry Hicks, the teachings of Abraham and getting into the vortex. This is relationship cards, but it's not just love cards. This is 60 cards in this deck, and not just the relationship, like love relationship, but all kinds of relationship. And these cards, like, they're beautiful. They all have different colorful images, and they have a full message on the back as well. I'm not a fan of decks that have messages on the back, but this one is one very good one, and the messages are really good. And you know, and they work with Abraham is their guide that they were always working with, and Jerry has passed away, but Esther is still working with Jerry and now Abraham together as her guides, you know. So really beautiful. I have used them on my lives as well, and some readings. I do use all my decks, that's the truth, but there is a couple of them. After this here, I will review the ones I'm not using, and I'm gonna either sell, give away. I'll do something about them, because I really wanted to have decks that I'm using all the time. And I use this here very much, but maybe not enough, so I'll see. I'll have some kind of sale after this. Okay, I most likely will be able to, after seeing all of these, the ones that I'm really using or not. But they're lovely, and the messages are so good. They're quite new here for me. And I have a walkthrough. Again, all my walkthroughs are similar, you know, flip throughs. I show every card, I read the messages, and then I try to give a reading at the end. So Hay House, loads from Hay House. And just to continue here with the Doreen version, because we're still with the angels and all, I do have the loving words from Jesus. And again, 44 decks. I think this is, if I understand, I actually heard one of her interviews. This is a deck that maybe her change her path into Christianity now. It was after creating this deck. And it doesn't have a guidebook, because it's just there's no need for guidebook, because she got from the Bible. So they're all the verses from the Bible. So they're really lovely. I got them because of my Christian background and my different life, but it's still, the messages are beautiful. I still work with Jesus, and the different way now that before, but you know, so it's part of my life. And the messages are just beautiful because they're from the Bible, and they have many lovely, it's like, you know, ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full, and that kind of message that is uplifting, you know, giving you guides and also manifestation in a way here. But they are really different from all her other decks, because she was changing already her path, and there's no guidebook here. Yeah, but they are lovely. They are gilded on the side. I have a feeling I'm going to Brazil soon. I have a feeling that I need to give this to my mom. That's most likely what I will do, because I have this feeling. I don't use them. I have not used them on my channel for like pick a card or anything, because they're very, very specific, you know, with the Bible verses. So most likely will go to someone. And still continue with angels here. This is a bit different now from the Hay House ones. The angels of Atlantis. Okay, the oracle cards from Stewart Peirce, the author of The Alchemy of Voice, illustrated by Richard Crooks. Okay, so maybe you know, or you know the kind of text they have. Is a small guidebook here, but is shiny. It has the letters on the back. I'm not a fan of letters on the back, but you know, it's the messages on the front is very good. I think 44 cards as well, or sorry, my dog. 44, yeah. And but you have the angels, right? Raphael, Earth Force, and it's just like it's just like one or two keywords, the name of the angel and a couple of keywords. This is a deck that I have used more on my previous older videos, and I have not used lately. Another one that I need to think about what will happen, because or I go back and use more, or I feel like I wanted to pass on. But I do work with angels, so maybe I needed to come back, bring them more, or use them in a different way. But you can see here all the name of the angels, and the images have not the angel specifically, but they're lovely images. It's shiny, it's dark. I'm not a fan of the back, I don't know why, but they do have beautiful images. Metatron, wisdom, and they repeat. Okay, the same angel will come a few different times with different keywords. So Gabriel, Thunder phone, Haniel. Haniel is the name of my dog who just sneezed. Most likely to confirm his name. Haniel is the angel as well. Integrity. All of them will repeat. Zodiac, Raphael again. You see Raphael, Jophiel, Uriel, Raziel, Jophiel again, Metatron. You see they all repeat Michael many times, but then with the keywords will change. It's just one or two keywords, but really beautiful ones. You know, abundance, miracle, dreams, serenity, transmutation, beginning. But the thing is, with these kind of keywords, I know that I have other decks that have similar keywords. I'll see. But I love working with angels anyway. So we'll see if I'll keep them or not. I'll definitely will double check here my collection at the end of this and see if I'll keep it or not. But I love those ones. Really big, a little bit bigger the size, okay? They barely fit on the box. That's the thing. A bit strange. It's like, I know I don't like this box very much. It's very easy to fall apart, you see. Yeah. But it's still, the messages, the angels, beautiful. Well, another one, not angel related really, but that I have here, one of my older ones is The Universe Has Your Back. You most likely have seen, I think my oldest video, I think my first video that I'm finally speaking, because I have other videos that I'm not even speaking, but my oldest video I think is with this deck here. I think so, or most likely one of the angels from the Oracle ones from the Ring Culture, but you know, 52 cards. This here is The Universe Has Your Back, Gabrielle Bernstein. Very positive. It's all about that positivity. You know, it doesn't have a guidebook, but I think there's no need, because it's mainly affirmations in a way. You know, you can use like a message of the day, an affirmation of the day, like a positive message. They're all positive. Okay, it's all about vibes. You see, my vibes speak louder than my words. Look, the image, the colors here are beautiful. And I like that they are matte. They're really beautiful. It's a good quality. And 52 cards as well, which is loads of cards. And you can see here the images are lovely. I really like them, but I have not been using them lately. I have used them quite a while ago on my channel. And yeah, because they're more affirmation. And if I do pick a card reading, it's more specific to a situation or to a question. And they don't always answer that. They guide you more towards like positivity and something for you to use as an affirmation during the day, something like that. And maybe something you need to hear today. I can definitely incorporate them, but they are not the easiest to use on picker cards for my videos, but definitely useful for you to maybe at the end of a reading, or use for yourself. Like I said, message of the day. You see, I choose love no matter what. When I think I surrender more. Hope is a conduct for miracles. Very, very positive. I want to how I want to feel. I am moving the energy of the universe. It's all about connecting with the universe, because the universe has your back. There's one card that is exactly that. The universe has your back. Maybe I passed. But yeah, this one, no. But they are really lovely. The colors are lovely. Some darker, some brighter, but mainly more on the positive side, the gratitude, okay, that kind of positivity. So that's why I found it a bit harder to use on picker cards, but beautiful for a message of the day for sure. And I really like her. And continue with her theme, I do have another of her decks here, which it's a small one. In my mind, I recorded a flip through of this deck, but I know I don't have it in my channel. But for some reason, I may have lost it. I don't know what happened, because I have this for a while as well. And this one is 62 cards. You can see it's smaller, it's a square one. Miracles Now. And extra card here. And it's similar. It's supposed for you to use the box here to keep the message. It's something like that, to keep the message here. But it's lovely. Okay, it is with the... Sorry. You can see here the silver gilding. I like that. They're square, right? I'm not sure what's the story with this. I have used this many times on my readings as an add-on to readings, to like a message for you to take it with you. But they're all positive messages, colorful and all. It's in a way similar to this. I think this came first. So it changes. So this is shiny, the other one is more matte. She has another deck now more similar to this. So I really feel like this is first. But again, how many? 62 cards. So loads of cards here. Mainly affirmations. You know, the moment I begin to celebrate myself and focus on my success is the moment I begin living. See, I am ready to receive love. Affirmations. You know, I can think my way out of fear. Sleep is a spiritual practice. Lots of affirmations, beautiful colors. I don't know how my decks get so messed up because I don't read the reversals. I don't know how I'm shuffling. But yeah, beautiful colors. Another one that I have to think if I'll keep it or not, because I don't use it as much as I would love to. But I will see. When I'm organizing, some of my decks will have to go at some point. So if I have these two, you know, I needed to think. If I'm not using either of them much, I could keep just one, you know. Yeah, but lovely colors. The messages are beautiful, okay? Happiness is a choice I make. I choose to reinterpret my fear with a more loving perspective. Peace is my pulse. I love my food loves me. So affirmations, beautiful ways to start the day, maybe to finish the day. You know, that's really good. It needs to have some kind of practice to use. Maybe, you know, some kind of routine using them. So yeah, that's what I have here. 62 cards. They are lovely. For some reason I don't have a walkthrough of this deck. Maybe I will. If this leaves my collection, I will, and I show one properly. Yeah, another one that fits just perfect, and it's kind of a, not sure if it's magnetic, but it's nice here, but it's a square, you see. Okay, Gabrielle Bernstein. So this is another one that's quite old in my collection, and I have used a while ago in my channel. Magical Times, Empowerment Cards from Jody Bergsman? I'm not sure. It does come with a tiny white guidebook. It opens this way here to the top. And I definitely have used them more in the past, but I know that this deck has beautiful, beautiful images and the messages. I actually have to bring this out and use this more because I love these backs. They're just amazing. You can see here, slide beautifully, really lovely. A bit shiny, but not super shiny. And there's an extra card, and you can see here the colors. There's one keyword and then another extra messages here. They're just so different, and they are like you know, some kind of fey creatures. Different, okay? Different. Loads of butterflies, and the colors are amazing. There's lots of pastel colors, and these images, you know, the artwork is really different. This is the front one here. Expectation. Be open for whatever comes next. It might be just the music your heart's been waiting to hear. Cycles. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes. Release your fear. Trust the powerful process. It has really beautiful messages. I think I should leave this out for my live as well. I want to use everything on my live. And birth confidence. They're just so beautiful. Yeah, the images are lovely. The colors are beautiful. And I remember very well the messages, the keywords and the messages here are really good. Manifestation. Your dreams have untold energy. Open the door and let them live. Desire and beliefs are your power. You see, the messages are really like calling, you know, for you to do something, for you to remember your power. And really good. I remember that. Yeah, I need to use them more. Maybe because I got many different new decks, and then I stopped using the ones that I had first, because this is one of, like, maybe one of the first decks that I got, and I definitely used a lot in my channel in the beginning. And sorry about the noise. Another one that is quite old, old in my channel, you have seen maybe only on my previous videos, is the Archangels and Gemstones Garden cards. So again, continue with the angels. Lots of angel cards here in the beginning. This is another one that has two sides. And the good thing is with this is about the gemstones, because I work with crystals. I love crystals. You can see here, you know. But they have two sides. But the nice thing is one side is about the gemstone, the crystal. The other side is about the angel and the message. But the messages are so good. This deck, I know I don't like them with two sides like this, but really both sides are really great messages, and it's okay in this case. But you see Archangel Michael, because on the back where the angel is more of an affirmation, a prayer, and the side with the crystal is like asking, like giving you some ideas, asking for some kind of action. Yeah, you see, that's beautiful. And yeah, it doesn't talk about the crystal itself. It does have the image, but it will just be something else. Okay, like I'll read one of them here. Lapis Lazuli, because I love Lapis Lazuli. Are you listening to your inner guidance? So this always starts normally with a question and then the message. You know, let go of extra stress in your life, release obstacles that cause frustration, align with the angels. And then on the other side, they say that Archangel Michael is here. And then you have like a prayer or affirmation. I am focused. I see sense, feel, and know the truth. I follow my intuition. It is easy for me to meditate. My entourage of angels orchestrate my life. I receive messages all the time and follow my internal guidance system. Wisdom is innate within me. So it's really an affirmation, a prayer for you to use it. And I remember using this a lot at the beginning of my channel, when I used to say to like take a screenshot of this, maybe use it. You know, really lovely messages. And like I say, it doesn't say, and there's no information about the gemstone itself, but the images are really real. You can see here, they're really beautiful images. And the angel message affirmation on the back. Yeah, really one that I have not used for a while, but it has been really good to send some beautiful messages. Yeah, I like the image of the crystal, is quite real. You can see here, lovely ones. It comes with let me see, not sure how many, 44 as well. Yeah, the 44, normally 44 with the angels, if anything to do with angels, because 44, I'm not sure if you work with angels, but it's angel number. Another deck that I have here, which is actually from Ireland, is this beautiful here, is Anandrea, which is the Magical Soul Irish Celtic Spirituality cards. This is from Michael O'Brien. I actually bought this from Michael himself on one of these fairs that we had in Ireland. I met Michael. He is absolutely lovely. And there's loads of cards here. There's, I think, 49 cards. And they have a lovely feel. Loads of Irish places here, because he took all the pictures himself. And these are Irish places. So it has a lovely feel here. They slide nicely. It's a nice card stock. It's different from the other ones I have. Quite lovely. This box here is really beautiful. And I'll see if I find all the details to leave you. And there's some of them are like pictures, like the paintings, but many of them are like pictures. Okay, there's a place here in Ireland that he took the picture himself. Okay, those are places. The ones that are pictures are all the places in Ireland that he went to, took a picture. It means something. The guidebook is beautiful. And some of them are paintings that his sister painted, someone he knows. It's all people in Ireland anyway. And I remember when I met him, he actually got this card for me, and he read for me with the passion ring. And I was just starting with my channel, and he said that I finally connected with my passion. I was learning something about it to close the cycle and keep learning more and keep going. So it was really beautiful. And he's lovely. Yeah, all these beautiful places here in Ireland, guys. If you ever wanted to visit Ireland, you know, loads of beautiful places to see, people too. And you see here, there's Druid Path. There's many symbols here, Irish symbols. There's small keywords here. Into the wilderness, nature's star. This is his sister, salmon of knowledge. These are places in Ireland. You know, the messages are really beautiful. They're really soul calling, you know, like something that you can meditate on. Beautiful places. So the ones that are not pictures like this, the real pictures, are all the places in Ireland that he was. You see this places here. This is a place here in Ireland with this beautiful tree here, enchantment, and you can see the streets. I used this deck, some of those reading from the guidebook when it was St. Patrick's Week for the message of the day. So if you wanted to go back in my videos, I do have maybe 4 or 5 videos that were for that week for the message of the day, were all Irish, you know, messages. It was for St. Patrick's, and it was from this guidebook, and he has beautiful, this was one of them, beautiful messages. Yeah, this is like why the tree was divided into, this is one tree with this hall here, there's a space like a doorway. Beautiful places here to visit, symbols, you know, Irish symbols, Celtic symbols, beautiful. Yeah, and I do have a walkthrough of this deck as well. You can check it out there on my playlist. I'm trying to keep kind of in order so I don't get crazy at the end of this. And I have the Kyle Gray's Angel and Ancestors Oracle cards, and the 55 cards. This is a beautiful deck. Many people have them. Lovely box here. Hay House, isn't it? Yes, Lifestyles, which is Hay House now. And the guidebook, lovely. And this deck is just beautiful. I love decks that come with this many cards here. And again, it's angels, archangels, ancestors. Angels and ancestors. So you see here the sage. And I love, you know, this is like math here. Beautiful cardstock. Summer. There's so many symbols. This year I even used in one of my lives these days. I used some bigger cards this week. I was really using this is the front one here. So you have the guardians, you have the angels, like hermit, or you know, the sun, the summer, the symbols. There are many good things in this deck here. You see the she-wolf, medicine mother, knight, shapeshifter, eagle, some animals, people, symbols. There, this deck has so much, and this is a lovely deck. This deck here, and I love the colors of the back. I really wouldn't get rid of this deck. This deck is really has that connection for me, being with you know, some connection with the roots of the shamanic people. I have that connection, and really love this. Kyle Gray, Angels and Ancestors. Also continue with still some kind of keepers, you know, because this is the Keepers of Light, again from Kyle Gray. And Hay House. This is a lovely color, this box. And this one, it's a bit shiny. It's different from the other one, okay? The style. It's more similar to the other Hay House, like James Van Praagh, Rodri Valentine, those ones. And it has the angels or ancestors, I don't know how you want to call, the Keepers of the Light. So there's a mix, okay, of different people here. And different, I'd say, religions, backgrounds. So it's a mix. And then you have keywords and what they are here to help you with or calling for you. So as you can see, so you have Archangel Michael, but you have Joan of Arc, you have Mother Mary, and you have Sanat Kumara. So you have Seraphis Bay, and you have Freya. So it's really like a mix, Gaia, White Eagle. So, you know, you wanted to work with this is why they say Keepers of the Light. They're different, you know, keepers. And it has the message, right? It says divine alchemy, divine, some like love and acceptance. But then it has the keywords here, you know, like hope, love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. So some kind of action, some kind of ideas, something for you to do. I really feel like they're really good. But I feel like I have not worked with them enough. That's like, I really wanted to use them a bit more these days. This deck was in my mind these days, and I will leave it out here because I know that I wanted to keep it. Even if it's for me to just use it as an option to pick a card, to pick an option here by the message. But I did use a few times with like, who's your guide of, who is trying to guide you these days, Bridget. I need to leave Bridget out. Bridget is calling for me. Over and over, I hear about Bridget, so yeah, I'll leave this out here. And most likely you'll see some of these cards in my next pick a cards. Still with Hay House, lots of Hay House decks. I'm just looking here at the time. Who knows, maybe we're able to do this in one go. And Karen K, the Oracle of Fairies. I really love Karen K. Is so sweet, and she has another deck coming out soon enough now, and I think it's the Mermaid, if I'm not wrong. But she has the fairy ones, and it has a keyword and some extra information here. She works very closely with the fairies, and it's really colorful and beautiful. Let me just put in order here. I have used in quite a few of my videos, pick a cards lives, and it's so colorful, so beautiful, and it has some different messages. In a way, the fairies calling you to help you, to give you some kind of guidance, you know. So the messages are really lovely. And for example, hope here, and hope is always there, even if you can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So very, very soft deck, okay, like with the beautiful messages, something that can help you out as a message of the day as well. And the colors are amazing. This is the front one, abundance, okay. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. Just lovely messages like that. Really can't go wrong with this deck. You know, it really gives you that kind of extra positivity you need, push you need. I don't know, so. But the colors are lovely. The colors are really, really beautiful in this deck. So again, I believe 44. Yes, 44 cards. You know, working with angels and fairies. They love the number 44. And so colorful. The colors are lovely in this deck. And Carrie K is so sweet. Another one, this one actually have been sent to me from my friend Nat from the channel Spiritual Guidance with Nat. We swap a couple of card decks. So she sent this one to me and a few other ones, I think 2 other ones. And this is really lovely Dragon Oracle cards, Diana Cooper. It's a different deck, really, really different. She had already edged in pink here, which is lovely, and because it has kind of this pinkish, you know, background. Those are the dragons, right? It's the energy of the dragons. Again, with the keywords, loads of information here about it. It says about the dragon. That, let's say this one here, the dark blue galactic dragon, helps you listen to the voice of the universe, and then more keywords information. You know, ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. It's really different, okay? It's different here with the connection with the universe. It's very colorful, okay? They change here the colors depending of the area. The guidebook really explains more about them. Very interesting deck. I have used in pick a card readings, and I like the keywords are quite interesting and quite deep. It makes you think. Okay, it's a different deck for sure. Nat didn't connect with this deck, you know, that's why we swapped some decks that she couldn't connect. But really, really lovely. Different, okay? Different for sure. I understand she didn't connect to them, but the messages are quite deep in a way as well, connecting with the universe, okay, giving you some food for thought for sure. I love her edging. Yeah, but those are the Dragon Oracle cards by Diana Cooper, and it's also Hay House when it was back in Lifestyle, and I think it's 44 as well. Yep, 44. Hay House 44 is a like special number. I also got the Caroline Miss Archetype cards. Those are 80 cards. You know, this is like chunky deck. And this deck is different, okay? And it is archetype. It's really showing the light attribute and shadow attribute of whoever you're working with, or if you're working on yourself, shadow work, light shadow, okay? It has this back, very orange red. And you can see here, you have like the healer. light attribute, shadow attribute, okay? So all of them. Then they have the monk, the nun, gambler, advocate, rescuer, god. It's like it's like you are embracing some kind of archetype, okay? You are embracing depending of the situation, depending of the time that you live in your life, what's going on in your life. So you can work with that for yourself, or you can, the way I use this deck is mainly to find out if you want to know in my picker cards who you're gonna marry, or information what's going on in their lives, what they're dealing with, to what kind of archetype this person is embracing in their life right now. So maybe they're doing the victim, maybe they're doing the alchemist, the hero, the addict, the child magical, the destroyer, goddess, gossip, engineer. But they all have, student, they all have the light and shadow attribute. And that's something that we really need to recognize, the balance that we need to bring into a situation. They all bring something good, something bad. You know, the Samaritan. So you see, the Samaritan is someone who gives, right? Refine your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. This is the light side, they help. But the shadow side is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So if you're helping, you are a Samaritan. But if you only helping to be recognized, that's the shadow side. You know, the light shadow side of every situation. Really, really interesting. There are 80 cards, but some of them are blank. I removed the blank ones from here. They're blank because it's for you to write any extra thing. You could find even more information for that you have, you know, found from yourself. So they have blank cards. It's like this, but it has the blank side here for you to write. So that's why I think maybe 6 extra cards are just blank ones for you to write. But very interesting deck. I probably use in a different way than maybe it's meant to, but yeah, it's good for you to use on yourself as well. Yeah, very interesting, very, very thick. You see, 80 cards. So yeah, this is Caroline Miss. Also here I have nothing in a specific order now, guys, but I do have here the Sacred Self-Care Oracle from Jill Pyle, and this is quite new in my collection. This is a new deck anyway, coming out, that just came out. Hey House, that is a matte one. This is so lovely. The colors here, amazing, really, really lovely. Guidebook is lovely. These colors are so nice. I really love this, like purple, lilacs. This is just so up my alley, and it's matte, so the cardstock is lovely. They really, this is just self-care. It gives you ideas of something for you to do. Okay, dream journey, make a meal, make a vision board, sex, aromatherapy, read, sing. It gives you something. So 1 or 2 keywords. Beautiful, beautiful images. Sweet treat. I have this in my Instagram when I bake something nice for me, which I actually happened that I just baked again today. Some peanut butter cookies. And the sweet treat, connect with your ancestors. The images are so lovely. The colors and the color theme here, they're colorful, but there is also some pastel colors. Beautiful, beautiful. It's very feminine. But of course, anybody can use it. You see, intuition, look for fairies, sound healing. So there are things for you to do to help you with your self-care, to take care of you, or ideas. Normally, I have used them on my weekly readings, and then 1 extra card, something for you to do this week. So I have used that, which I will use it again, because that is always something good. Meditate, make an altar, massage, nourish your temple. All very lovely and calling for you to do something. Ideas, especially when sometimes it's hard for us to have ideas of what we want to do. We wanted to do something different. We want to take care of ourselves, and you can always use this to like do something today different that you wouldn't do normally. So ideas, lovely, lovely ideas. Okay, and 55 cards, loads of cards. I like that. I have also not long in my collection, but it's not a new deck, but it is a new version. It is the Lover's Oracle. I have been using a lot on my lives because there are loads of love questions, right? This is from the lovely Tony Carmino Salerno, 45 cards. This is a new version, 2020. They changed it because this is normally they're all heart-shaped, but they were smaller and shiny. Even the box was shiny, and now everything is matte and it's much bigger. They used to be like way smaller, like in the center. Even the box was the same size, but it had extra cardboard here and here to hold the cards. So they were smaller here, and this is much bigger. Okay, so the messages, I used to have something yellow kind of on the other cards showing the messages, but now it's just red. I really like them. I didn't like them before because I was thinking they were too shiny or too small. I don't know, but I always wanted them anyway. But when I got them, I thought I was getting the shiny and smaller, but when I got this, I was so happy. But this is the 2020 version. They changed it, and they have 45 cards. Each of them is a different beautiful image. Okay, and all about relationship, lovers, really. So they soulmate, twin flame. But the messages are so good. Many messages, you can use it whether it's regarding relationship or not, you know. I say, like, playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. It could be together, it could be by yourself. Life is a series of constant shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So this is something you can get for your life, like as a message, whether you are in a relationship or not. So there are many good messages like that, but it has, like, you can see twin flame, yeah, surrender. So some of them have keywords on the top. Some of them is just a full message, like you see, like this. But I have a full flip through. Again, my playlist is below, and I'm really happy I got them finally. The messages, they are really good, and the pictures in the back are lovely, lovely. So we see how far we can go today. Oh yeah, I also got the Whispers of Love, and from the Angela Hartfield, and I do have in Josephine Wall because of her artwork, because I already had the Whispers of Healing. So this I got first, and it's one of my older decks, this one. And I got the Whispers of Love because of the Whispers of Healing. But this is shiny and this is matte. So I was happy out with the matte ones. It's like an angel harp in the back. But I was using this in my life, so it's most likely a mess here. But it has beautiful messages. It was really, it has, she has also Whispers of Nature as well, and maybe another one that I don't know, but these are the two that I have. But this here, it's really about the love soul, love connections, you know, relationships in general. But you can see, take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed. So miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. Forgiveness, nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So it's a message that it could be related to a relationship of any kind, really. Not many loved ones, like true love here. This love is a once in a lifetime, but many are like forgiveness. It's for any situation, really. But the images, you know, I really got, because Josephine Wall's artwork is just amazing. Yeah, the cards are just so beautiful. Hopefully you can see. I have a flip through of this one. So check that. She has an amazing artwork. They're just like so dreamy and otherworldly in a way. And yeah, beautiful. And the messages are really, really lovely. And as I do many pick a card readings that is love related, so this is really fitting and really helpful. And I also have the Whispers of Healing. This here, I have a walkthrough. One of my old walkthroughs is this one here. And again, it's, you know, Josephine Wall's art here. And the guidebook is really good as well. You know, with Angela Hartfield, she has beautiful art guidebooks. These are shiny ones, but you can see here the backs are just amazing colors. I love them. And but the matte one came out really, really nice. But this one is just like 1 or 2 keywords, and they do have portrait and landscape, and I don't like that for some reason. So, but the artwork is beautiful. I just don't like the cards that turn. They're all like this, but it's not a big deal. It's just preference. But the artwork is amazing. It's mainly this one here doesn't have as much like keywords as this one here. Mainly one keyword. See here, like vibration, answers reading, it's like calling for action, negativity, positive minded people, growth, and very colorful. You can see here the borders change according to the picture inside. So no doubt really beautiful. Many are side Yeah, that may be a reason I don't use as much, but really, really lovely. Lovely artwork. You can see here. But it's mainly just one keyword in this one, which is good because you can always meditate on the image itself, and that's enough for you to carry on. No sleep, and then you can meditate here and receive healing. You can meditate in these beautiful images. There's not much you need. Many times you just need 1 or 2 keywords. Yes, those are the whispers of healing and the whispers of love. What I decide, guys, is to finish here, and I will create a part 2 because I have counted. I am halfway through, so and it's quite long already. So I'll wait here and I'll stop here, but I will record straight away here now. I will continue recording, so you will have the part 2 straight away. If it's not on the same day, it's just the next day, because then I know it's halfway through. And the other decks are kind of changing a little bit. The theme is more witchy, crystals, goddess. That's what I will finish here with. But again, guys, let me know if you like this video. Check the part 2 because I'm going to record straight away, so you definitely have that. And again, let me know if you like it. If you're not yet, make sure you subscribe. If you want anything from my Etsy shop, anything that you see there, contact me, or private readings. For me, I will continue straight away. And for you, I see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.